Hello, my name is Steve, and today we are talking about fraudulent activity on bank accounts. Last time we detailed talk on fraudulent activity on credit cards, but now we are talking about fraudulent activity on bank accounts today. Now let's start. Bank accounts are probably the most important accounts in your life. Fraudsters know it, which is why they do anything to access them. Let's see how you can stop bank account fraud from damaging your business and customers. What is bank account fraud? Bank account fraud is a broad term that encompasses any kind of fraudulent interactions with a bank account. It includes stealing someone's bank account, opening a bank account with a stolen identity, or getting someone to transfer money against their will. While fraudsters have always targeted bank accounts as the quickest way to access money, the rate of attack have boomed following the COVID-19 pandemic, the rapid digitization of our lives, and in using ensuing in confusions. So more than 745 million pound and 986 million pounds stolen from banking customers in the first half of 2021 in the UK alone. It's worth nothing that while the vast majority of bank fraud during the period was online, 93% according to the Financial Crime Report 2021 edition. Telephone fraud made a dramatic leap from 1% to 7% of all fraud attempts. This is also classified as bank account fraud if a direct transfer or wire transfer is involved. The most popular types of bank account fraud. Let's break down the most common types of bank account fraud in order of frequency, plus tips and how to prevent them. Bank account takeover fraud, or ATO as it is known, makes up 42% of all bank fraud, according to the aforementioned Financial Crime Report. It happens when someone accesses a bank account with authorization. Consumers may refer ATOS as account hacking, but the end results are the same. Someone gains access to the account and mines it for personal information, transfers money to their own account, or gradually drains it of its funds. Because bank transfers are not reversible, unlike card payments, it is extremely challenging to fix the damages caused by ATO fraudsters. As well as with all kind of ATO attacks, bank account ATO happens due to phishing. Number one, phishing. Fraudsters create mass email or SMS campaigns that redirect users to the fake bank login page. They enter the login details and fraudsters steal them. Alternatively, they convince users to send them their login credential directly. Social engineering. The ever popular method of getting information directly from users or from the bank. Customer support is increasingly targeted by fraudsters who exploit bank desire to improve customer satisfaction. Third, about credentials. It is rare for fraudsters to find valid bank account details on the darknet. The original thieves use them first, but the login details can still be used for a variety of nefarious purposes. cybersecurity vulnerability. Fraud and cybercrime often intersect when it comes to bank account ATOs. Sophisticated criminals will look for unpatched security flaws such as badly deployed cross-site scripting accesses or server-side requests. For example, SSRF means XSS means server side request forgery techniques. Okay, credential stuffing. Fraudsters use dedicated software bots to automatically test passwords and login combination until they can enter the account. This is often performed using list of passwords found on the darknet, but it can also be tried at random via what is called brute force. Note that all of the above can be combined to improve the chances of success. Since many banks now add to FA checks, fraudsters will also rely on SIM jacking to take control of someone's phone number and receives password via SMS. Now, how to prevent bank account to take over? After improving your website security and education customers on the value of their accounts, the next best thing is to set up detection systems. For instance, using a combination for velocity rules, device fingerprinting, and IP lookup tools, you will receive fraud alerts whenever a user enters the wrong password multiple times in a row. Second, the location seems suspiciously far from the user's home address. Third, a user logs in from a completely new device. Fourth, the connection appears to be made via a VPN proxy or Tor connections. Fifth, the device configuration is emulated by software. Six, the user time zone or language settings don't match those of your user. You can read more about how device fingerprinting and IP fraud scores can help in this situation, or check how it's done on the interactive image below. New account fraud. A growing trend accounting for 23% of all banking fraud. Fraudsters opening new bank accounts. How do they do it? A combination of synthetic identity, user impersonation, and configuration spoofing. Fraudulent account opening is particularly pervasive with new banks and challengers banks. These companies often sacrifice security for the sake of offering a frictionless onboarding experience. Fraudsters exploit that frictionless experience by first combination real data with stolen data means synthetic identities. Second, using technology to bypass KYC and IDV checks means deep fakes, photoshopped documents. Means that fraudsters are using IDV deep fakes, photoshopped, edited documents. Third, spoofing their online configuration to make it appear as if they are connecting from the right location. How to prevent new account fraud? Look, with ATOS, a lot of responsibility to stop new account fraud comes from the bank themselves. If their KYC or AML systems are not good enough to flag fake identities, they must think outside the box. First, Look at alternative data. Don't just look at ID document but the user's digital footprint such as social signal, device configuration and connection type. Second, real-time transaction monitoring. This is a key feature of anti-money laundering which can also help flag fraudsters as soon as they start depositing or withdrawing money into their freshly created accounts. Second, behavior tracking. In the fraud prevention world, this is done via velocity rules. These rules look at data over time, which can answer questions such as how quickly did that user go through the KYC process. Are they gradually increasing their loans with the internet or defaulting? Are they sending multiple regular payments that could point to money laundering?